People absolutely ripped this year's rookie class to start the season. Here's an article that calls them a train wreck. There were a lot of these kind of articles. I chose not to make a video on it because, yeah, some were bad to start, but they're rookies. Judging guys and calling them a train wreck halfway through the season is wrong. Players who started slow like Coby White or Cam Reddish improved. Some players were great the whole time, others, yeah, were kind of a train wreck. In this video, we're going back through the draft to give a rookie report card. We'll go through the lottery in order, then call out guys picked after the lottery who balled out. Hey guys, it's Casey Kieran, host of the AM Hoops YouTube channel, aka Walmart Porzingis. You can thank Adnan Dahir for that one. Hit subscribe and notification bells because it really helps out the channel. The #1 overall pick was Zion Williamson, an A+. If you get an A+ in just 19 games, you're on the right track. Right away, he was special. Dude isn't a big three-point shooter. He goes 4 for 4 from downtown in his debut. Who does that? Zion averaged 23.6 points, 6.8 boards, 2.2 assists in 30 minutes a game. The Pels were 10.4 points per 100 possessions better with Zion on the court. That's better than LeBron and the Lakers. I'm not saying he's better than LeBron. I am saying there was a ton of hype and Zion backed it up. At #2, Ja Morant, also an A+. Rookie of the year, and it should be unanimous. Yes, Zion was great, but Ja would have pushed Zion for Rookie of the Year even if Zion was healthy. Look, we could go over the numbers, like 18 points per game, second among rookies, 7 assists per game, first for rookies, but for Ja, it was all about the dunks.
On the draw, and just erupts over the top of Baines.
And even the almost dunks.
Did knock it away, and Ja going for the big-time hammer.
#3, RJ Barrett gets a C, and I'm being generous. Knicks fans will choose to look at this number over here, 14.3 points per game, 4th among rookies, or this number, taking the second most free throws, and totally ignore this and this. What I'm saying is, very impressive that he gets to the line a lot, but he could hardly hit a free throw. I like the 5 rebounds per game, but he shot 43% on 2s and 32% on 3s. That is beyond awful. One of the worst shooters in the NBA. I don't care that he's a rookie. Look, if he was a rookie on a good team, RJ Barrett would have been benched. At #4, DeAndre Hunter also gets a C. Look, he was drafted for defense, which kind of makes you wonder why they spent such a high pick on a specialist. So how'd he do on defense? Well, he had a 113 defensive rating. That's not horrible, but Atlanta allowed the second most points per game in the NBA, and Hunter led all rookies in minutes. So he played a lot, and his overall impact, not huge. He had a good stretch to end the season, 13 points, 7 boards, 42% from 3 in his final 13 games. But overall, his season was average, especially for the 4th overall pick. #5, Darius Garland, C. Now, Darius Garland can shoot. He hit 35% from downtown. His catch and shoot threes, though, were elite. Almost everything else about his game, though, was suspect. Garland and Ja Morant, the only rookies with double-digit drives per game, but Ja took over 3.5 times more free throws. Garland also had the second most turnovers of any rookie. If the Cavs eventually decide between Darius Garland and Colin Sexton as their starting point guard, I think Garland's coming off the bench. At #6, Jarrett Culver, also a C. But this is an example of a guy who had a much better second half of the season. Jarrett Culver expected to contribute right away, and he did, to how bad the Timberwolves were. But by the end of the season, he really found his way, especially as a two-way wing, and his offense picked up too. At #7, Coby White gets a B. Look, flat out, when Coby is on, he is the best offensive player on the floor. He started slow, but had one of the best second half turnarounds. His last 15 games, 20 points per game, 5 assists on 37% from downtown. We were about to see what a Coby White, Zach LaVine starting backcourt looked like before the season stopped. Coby might not have worked, though, as a score-first point guard next to LaVine. His defense is suspect, and he's super streaky, but his hot finish to the season bumped him up to a solid B. At 8th, Jackson Hayes got a C. Are we gonna remember Jackson Hayes, the rookie, for this?
I mean, it is what it is. NBA is a bunch of shit. The NBA can really for all I care.
Or for this?
Kara Lawson.
Either way, we found out at the NBA level he is a really good dunker and a really good roll man. But the Pelicans need shooting around Zion Williamson, and that's still a work in progress. His rebounding, just okay for a center, and his defense was sloppy. But if Derek Favors leaves, I think New Orleans gives Hayes a shot at their starting center position. At number 9, Rui Hachimura gets a C+. Rui's teammate Bradley Beal legit compared him to a rookie Kawhi Leonard. And yeah, offensively, he did get 13 and 6 per game, got a great mid-range game like Kawhi, takes advantage of mismatches. But you know this trophy that Kawhi got? Yeah, Rui's not confused with Kawhi on the other side of the ball. This man was horrible on defense, but so was every other Wizard. At number 10, Cam Reddish gets a C. Remember that train wreck comment? Cam Reddish was like in the first sentence of all those articles. The fact that he pulled himself from an F to a C shows how well he finished the year. Reddish scored 8 points per game on 32% shooting to start. After the new year, bumped up to 13 points per game on almost 40% from 3. After the All-Star break, about 17 points per game. Cam Reddish is exactly why you don't judge these rookies right out of the gate. At number 11, Cam Johnson gets a C. Did you know Cam Johnson went 11th in the draft?
He went what?
11th!
Wow. Wow. Wow, bro.
Yeah, people gave the Suns an F for drafting the 23-year-old at 11th overall, but they were wrong. He's totally a rotation player, which justifies a late lottery pick. Cam was 3rd in three-point percentage among qualified rookies, 9th in win shares. Was he the best possible pick at 11? No, but he was a solid pick nonetheless. 12, PJ Washington, A-. Look, I don't want to get carried away. He's not a future star in the league, but he went way past my expectations, especially on defense. He's got a mature offensive game already. A big who hits threes, scores on guards in the post and in transition. His defense, versatile. Big men were his primary matchups, but he could more than hold his own on the perimeter too. At 13, Tyler HERRO gets an A-. Look, it's not every year a guy is thrown onto a really good team and contributes like Tyler HERRO did year 1. He creates offense and gets teammates involved. Went almost 40% from downtown as advertised. Still needs work from 2 where he hit just 43%, and his defense could improve as well. The last lottery pick, Romeo Langford, gets a D. The Celtics pick, obviously, the disappointment of the lottery. He was limited to just 27 games, but averaged 2.6 points and 1.2 boards per game. Some of that had to do with playing on a really good team, but outside of being decent on defense, Langford is on his way to being a bust. Also at 14, Michael Porter Jr., B-. Look, if Ben Simmons can win Rookie of the Year after sitting his first season, Michael Porter Jr. deserves to get a rookie report card. Like Romeo Langford, he was on a good team with a limited role, but you felt like Michael Porter Jr. was the best player on the court from time to time. His stats, not eye-popping, but he clearly showed the Nuggets did not mess up taking him in the lottery last year. The 20th pick was Matisse THYBULL. He gets a C+ overall. I really wanted to give him a B. He was the best rookie defender, especially on the wing. The Sixers' leader in deflections despite only playing less than 20 minutes. He made a difference on a playoff team, but under 5 points per game? That offense is so bad, I had to bump him down to a C while still hoping for development in the future. At 21, Brandon Clarke gets an A. This was the best pick in the draft. Not the best player, but Brandon Clarke at 21 overall, the best pick. He can defend in the paint and on the perimeter. He's an efficient scorer at 65% from 2, 40% from downtown. Dude had about twice as many assists as turnovers. The best part about Brandon Clarke for me, he's just one more exciting young player in Memphis. At 30th, Kevin Porter Jr. gets a C. It's pretty cool for Porter that he has more potential than Darius Garland, who has taken 25 picks before. Now, I'm not saying he was a good rookie, but his ceiling looks pretty high. Kevin Porter Jr. had a 30-point game against the Heat, a decent scoring stretch after the All-Star break, but his defense was atrocious and he turned the ball over a ton. At 41st overall, Eric Pashcall gets a B+. Hey, another good second round pick from the Warriors. Eric Pashcall is an A+ for where he was chosen, but overall I knocked him down a grade because it's really hard to tell what's real when a guy is the best player on maybe the worst team in the league. Yeah, he was both the 5th highest scoring rookie and still dished assists. He shot an impressive 55% on twos. He can defend and rebound, but I want to see what he does next year on a contending team. Undrafted, KENDRICK NUNN gets an A. Nunn had the best start of any rookie, and he went undrafted. Scoring got headlines, but dude has an all-around game. He could defend on the perimeter. He had the 4th most assists for all rookies. A significant contributor on a contending team. Nunn may have slowed down after that hot start, but he earned an A for the season. And our last rookie is also undrafted, and that's Terrence Davis of the Raptors, who got a B-. Speaking of contributor on a contender, Terrence Davis was a legit two-way player, which is rare, especially for a rookie. His actual stats, not super impressive, just about 7.7 points per game, but he was a good spot-up shooter, could handle the ball, shot 55% from 2 and 40% from downtown. Bottom line, he was the ultimate example of a rookie without a huge role that thrived when his name was called. Do not judge rookies too quickly, but I think after even a shortened season, we can give them a fair rookie report card. Now I'm excited to see who can go from impressive rookie to a legit NBA star. Support AM Hoops and click subscribe. Don't miss a daily NBA video.